I've placed some samples in it. Let me tell you about the samples. I have three different types of samples. I have what is a known meteorite. I have what I think is meteorite dust. I think that's Gibeon. And I have two samples of an unknown that we're testing to see if it's a meteorite or not. And this is a chemistry type of test. It's testing for nickel because iron meteorites, all of them have nickel. All iron, in fact, 99% of meteorites have nickel. Iron stones or stony iron. So that's a sure test. So what we do is we test for nickel using a qualitative test called dimethylglyoxime. Same thing I've done with yours, Dave. I don't want to just check them out. So the way you do it is you first put in a couple of drops of acid. And what the acid does, is it dissociates the nickel from the iron. So you gotta get the nickel away from the iron. The second thing you do is you want to neutralize that reaction. Some people skip this, but I think it's better not to skip it. So you want to neutralize the acid, so we use a little bit of ammonium hydroxide, which by the way I'm almost out of. So.
But I have there were bigger bottles along with those to fill the little bottles with.
Okay.
So it's in the we still have some in the kits of all of that.
Okay. So
I took them from bigger bottles and put them into the little ones so that we didn't waste.
And put some of that moon rock in there too.
No.
I know. Because it doesn't have metal in it. Sorry.
No.
Then this is the key to the pregnancy test. Literally, if there's nickel in it, it turns pink. If it's not, it doesn't.
Yes,
It's
it
the
is.
pregnancy test for meteorites.
Yes, if it turns pink,
Chemically,
it's a meteorite.
it's called dimethylglyoxime. So let's see if it's working. I always use one control. See pink?
It turned pink. So
Hey, that's
it's a
great.
meteorite.
Okay, I think this again is
That's
Gibeon.
that's the stuff you gave me to,
Pink.
yes, the sample.
That means it's meteorite.
Okay, let's cross our fingers and see if these unknowns. Oh!
It's a meteorite.
OMG.
Wow.
Can I get in on that deal?
You'll be both. It's a friend of ours
Oh,
who happened to be wandering through a flea market. Some guy had a huge chunk of a meteorite. It's worth at least $1,000. Probably worth $3,000. Now that I think I know what it is, it's probably $1,000 to $1,500, maybe $5,000, somewhere in that range. I got to identify exactly which ball it is. He bought for $200. And it's pregnant. So you guys saw it, right? I mean, I did real science right here, right in front of your eyeball. So, Justin?
How come the meteorite dust didn't stay pink?
It is.
oh, you got to put another drop in. He only put one little drop.
I didn't
in.
give enough of the pregnancy.
You got it. Sometimes you got to put in more than one drop, and then it does dissipate. Though it's not.
It did turn pink initially. Now see, it's not turned pink.
Yeah, because it's.
There's not much metal in that, so, but it turned pink. So
Yeah, it did turn pink.
this was
originally.
another unknown we did out of Gainesville, the Newberry meteorite fall.
Yeah.
And that guy who came up a couple of years ago for the Jim Minerals
Yeah.
Society show. That's his. So
Yeah.
I know that's meteorite. Isn't that cool? So you guys just saw real science. That's real science. That's not like I'm up here just
That's
playing
cool.
everything. We just did real science. Speaking of real science, I get to ship these back next week, but these are the moon rocks at the top. Pass them around one more time. A lot of you got a number of chances to see it, but in addition to your last opportunity to take your selfies and a bottle slap my hand, I don't care if I don't break it. This is a lunar meteorite. This is a mare, which means it's mostly, actually it's a combination of mare and lunar highlands. So it's a combination of both materials. Very, 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 very paper thin, because they're so expensive. The stuff that, well, after I get it back, I'll tell you what this little piece is now worth. I'm a little bit in a consortium, so I can trade stuff back. This is about $3,000. This little thin paper, thin piece. So I'm going to pass it around and let Yvonne slap my hands for doing it.
Okay, you can touch it. Don't pick it up. Don't. Be really careful, okay, please, because this could break.
That's
it
the
could
moon.
break
Yeah, you guys
and-
saw it the other night, didn't you?
and everything,
This
so.
is the moon. This is
Okay.
literally the moon. You're touching the freaking moon. It's like, it's the moon. I mean, you know, I get goosebumps. I keep on saying this. I know I'm weird, and you know I'm weird, but just to say, I'm holding the moon. I'm holding a piece of the moon. So it's like, what's that?